we are building a system where entrepreneurs and founders can create super high quality blog articles in zero time for zero money.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million? Welcome to the Unstoppable Podcast, and we have a special guest from Europe, Stefan. Stefan, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello. Yeah, my name is Stefan Fehr. I'm the founder of Modern IQs, and we are building a system where entrepreneurs and founders can create super high quality blog articles in zero time for zero money. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. So today we're going to be talking about content creation. But before, Stefan, can you check with us how this journey started? Why do you decide to become an entrepreneur?
Sure. Well, the very broad steps in the beginning were I was always an automation guy, and I did so mechanical electrical engineering training and working in German car manufacturing production plants, so big automation from my 16-year on, and did some management training later on, and got into management positions, lower management positions in Switzerland, and then I optimized my personal finance till a point where I only needed to work 1 day a week. And, I had I was like, it was, it's not like I had a gigantic amount of money, but I was smart with spending and, optimizing everything. And I could always go back to this job life. So I thought, well, I have way more money than I need right now, and I can always go back to that. So let's try something harder. Yeah.
And you decided, and you thought that was a good idea to become to go into the tech business, which is very, very risky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're a technology guy, right? So you're an engineer. I'm also an engineer, a chemical engineer. So I got a degree in chemical engineering. So so how, as a founder, right? How was your journey? How the idea? How you come up with
Yeah.
this idea?
So that's very interesting. I had a couple of projects before Modern IQs, and the latest project, the last project was appcolumbus.com. So this is a website where I was promoting business software and getting affiliate money, right? And so I had something like I think it was 69 tools which I was promoting there. And
Wow.
by the day, so there was this one day where I used this AI text generator and created a lot of text, like a description for every tool, and questions and answers kind of thing. And so I was doing for all those tools I had on the platform, I was doing texts, all the texts in one day. And you could see a couple of weeks later that the traffic from Google from that day on came really in, like it was like going exponential.
Wow.
And yeah, so and that's why I figured I didn't know that, a well-made blog article on average gets you 10, 100 or 1,000 times more traffic than social media does. And I saw it because, in Google Search Console, you can see how much traffic Google sends you, right? And I could see it going up and up and up. And I thought, well, right now I have 4 hours to create a high quality blog article. Is there a system which can get me down to a minute, so that next year I cannot produce a couple of hundred, but a couple of 10,000, right? To scale things up. And so I was looking for tools, and there were no goods. And the ones which were out there were like saying they are one-click blog article generators, but in reality, they only did text, no images and nothing. And creating an article still took like half an hour. And I wanted to have a system which does everything in a minute or less. And this is what we've
Wow.
created. Yeah.
Wow. So tell us about the technology, right? So it creates the articles. So the software, you just give a title, the images, and the software will create the article for you. Is that correct?
So it depends on what use case you have. If you have an article which you want to rank globally for, then you have to put a little bit more work in. But if you, for example, let's say you have a local business like an Asian restaurant, right? And you want to rank for somebody, so somebody in Amsterdam is searching for chicken teriyaki, and you want to rank for chicken teriyaki Amsterdam, then your headline you only need to enter the headline. So that could be best chicken teriyaki Amsterdam, for example, right? And then you enter your email. If you go on moderniqs.com, you enter the headline, you enter your email, you press create, and the system creates everything for you. Images, headline structure, like a lot, like there's, if you want to have an article that has maximum possibilities to rank, there's a lot of manual steps you need to do, like renaming the images, having the correct image size, having headline structures, internal linking, and like a lot, like hundreds of those steps. And this is a lot of work. And we
A lot,
automated
yeah.
like most of the important ones already. Yeah.
So Stefan, so
So
what happened with copyrights, right? When this software you write the article, right? I presume it's taking content from all over the internet and uh, and creating that article. But what happened when it comes to copyright? Those articles that your software creates, they don't have any issue with copyright, and
Mhm.
or they have, or
Mm.
how this is work.
Yeah. So what if you want, I mean, it depends on your use. I mean, with the copywriting, so it depends on every case individually as well, right? If you want to have a blog article about food, about a dish in your restaurant, or about coffee, I don't really see how this is affecting copyright laws to talk about coffee, you know. But I'm not a lawyer as well. What the thing is, um, so if you should create an account and use, so if you create an account, you have a second field where you can put background information, and always advise people to do that. So here's the trick. What you're going to write in there is, please, so you're writing in the headline, right? Best chicken teriyaki Amsterdam. And then you write, in the background information, you write something like, please write the article around this idea or context, or anything what makes, so what is your content idea. This is what I'm doing all the time. So I'm entering the headline, and then I'm telling the system, please write the article around this idea. And then I'm talking about, how AI can get rid of government debt, because if everything is done by AI, government will not spend anything anymore. And then I'm giving the system, right? So I'm giving the system context, and I'm telling it, write about this context, focus on that. This is the core idea, and so on. And I mean, this is like very unlikely. If you have a good content idea, this is what you should use the system for. I mean, if you have a restaurant, you should really blog about your dishes, right? You should have your dishes as blog articles on your website. But
Absolutely.
if you have a good content idea, then take the background information field, put everything in. If you're doing this on a Mac, you can dictate on the Mac, right? So the Mac, you just talk to the Mac, and the Mac is writing everything. I'm doing this all the time. It takes 10, 20 seconds. Yeah.
Okay. Then, Esteban, Google is changing the algorithm all the time, right? So a lot of people say that, oh, what it works sometime in the ranks, it doesn't work next time because Google change the algorithms all the time, right? But I think that articles and backlinks, they always will be there regardless what Google said, because they want to
Mhm.
show the most relevant page anyway. Is that correct?
Well, so it's quite interesting. Um, when we developed our app, and we're still improving it, we're trying to get this up to Healthline quality. Just as a reference, Healthline is a website that gets 200 million monthly website visitors by blogging high quality blog articles, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
this
So
is
what's
where
the name
our
of the website?
healthline.com.
Healthline.com.
200 million. This is like a considerable part of the global population. And what they do is they create super high quality articles. This is the main thing they do. They don't spend ads, as far as I know. So this is all coming from organic traffic. And this is where we're trying to get our quality up to. And we are already quite far in that game. So
Wow.
when Google does a quality update or something like that, and all the low quality ChatGPT content gets kicked out, we actually benefit from it because we have less
Because
competition.
you have very good quality content created. Is that correct?
Well, it
Can
kind
I
of
write a
depends.
book? Can I write a book with your software?
No, this
Why
is
not?
so yeah. Well, because creating a blog article is completely different to creating a book.
Understand.
When you have a blog article, right, you have to have images inside with the correct image size, and with blind texts for blind people and so on. There's a lot of different. So Google has hundreds of factors, which where it determines how good the article is. And if the more you do of those tiny little things, the more quality it gets, apart from having rich information.
Stefan, but then when let's say that you have a high quality article, yeah?
Mhm.
So then the issue is distribute the articles, yeah? Where do you put those articles that you can distribute it so they can go viral?
On your website. Like, I mean, this is quite interesting. We're right now rebuilding the final part of the system. So you could potentially, so you can get this via, if you create an account, you can set up your WordPress website, for example, and then the system automatically uploads as well. So this is another step you don't have to do. But you will get the article via email, and you can open the email, just like mark the whole article and then copy it, and you can potentially paste this into LinkedIn to create a LinkedIn article in seconds with
Absolutely.
images and everything, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty cool.
LinkedIn articles, I've been told that the link, like for example, if you post something in LinkedIn, it's not SEO friendly. I've been told. I don't know if it's true, but if you do a LinkedIn article, it will be SEO friendly.
Mm. Well, it's quite complicated, but
Some people told me this, but I'm not sure.
the thing is, really, with our system, this is quite special because um, when the usual LinkedIn article does not have images and stuff inside, right? It maybe has one on the top, but so this is speculation, but I would say Google sees uh, when you have multiple images, for example, it sees it as better content as well. It doesn't matter if it's on your website or on LinkedIn. And this is the kind of stuff nobody else has, right? Nobody else has those articles on LinkedIn. So this is quite an advantage. You can do that on X as well.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.